Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jairzinho Biggie Boy Rozenstruik. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Sergei Pavlovich.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Well, this here Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi is quickly becoming an established spot here on the UFC event calendar. We are back and feeling all of that energy and then some here tonight.
I mean, it's beautiful. I remember taking a tour of it before it was ready. Dana and I went on a tour of Etihad Arena, and it was everything that they promised. Beautiful venue, and they've had some tremendous fights. And for an event and for an arena that's been in existence for not long, big moments have already happened. Habib retiring to Islam Makhachev becoming the champion. This is starting to become a historic place for mixed martial arts fights.
You're right, it has been a special week as usual leading up to a big UFC pay-per-view. Now the fighters need to stop focusing on the visuals and focus on the task at hand. Rozenstruik gets hit with that hook shot there. He's got to be careful to not allow the offense to follow up here.
Over and over, he is landing punches to the head.
Missed with that attempt.
Oh, nice.
So the kickboxer able to stay on his feet, at least for now. This is where he wants the fight, and you got to think stuff in the first shot's going to give him some confidence.
It's got to give him a ton of confidence. He said that he would be able to defend takedowns. He said that he was going to put it on this guy. But that was the first test. He's passed. Now let's see if he can continue to defend takedowns as they come in this direction. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Trademark inside leg kick there by Rozenstruik. Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches.
Tries to take out the leg. Beautiful leg kick lands.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Nice jab. All right, so he continues to use his jab effectively here, DC. He gets that hand to the target pretty quickly.
I mean, just right away, blasting the jab after jab after jab. He's a phenomenal boxer with a vast understanding of fighting behind that educated jab.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Beautiful straight punch there by Biggie Boy. Clipped him with the right hand there. Just misses with the left hook. Closes the gap and gets the single collar timeout. Pavlovich's strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense. 2 minutes here to go in round 1. 1-2 there by Pavlovich.
Awesome level change. Great timing. Change of the position.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Pavlovich. These ground strikes really starting to add up. There's another one.
Big ground and pound.
All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Look at the control of the posture as they land that knee. Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish. Oh!
Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. Rozenstruik swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues.
Another big takedown.
45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, back up again. You can't hold a good man
controlling the posture as that big knee lands.
Oh, big overhand. Trying to establish that jab once again. Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Rozenstruik's, oh, big shots raining down. What a fight so far. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this. Again, he will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys got a huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get at this space so that he doesn't get finished.
Pavlovich is in half guard now. Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. All right, so he lands again, just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game today.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
Rozenstruik's eye is starting to swell shut. Takes his back now. Under 3 minutes now to go round two. He's having his way with him here.
That was a slick transition.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
Both guys appeared to land there. Pavlovich's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
Double leg level change. Another big takedown. Nice elbow. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning.
Man, straight punch lands. That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfect.
Well, no denying that he rocked it. How good is this? Both men going for the finish.
Oh, nice right in.
So far, a frantic pace as expected. 1-2 One-two punch by Pavlovich. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight. Wow, he is landing time and time again on that cut.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Nice uppercut. His opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Well, an incredible fight thus far. Both fighters look like they could be finished at any time. If you wondered about the heart on either side, that question was answered tonight.
Nothing. There are no more questions in regards to these two fighters. Both of these men have been hurt. Both of these men are swollen. They're bloody. They're both, even though they're both willing and ready to continue this fight.
All right, round three coming up next. Well, what a war of attrition this fight has been. Both fighters dealing with cuts, critical damage in the facial area. Something's got to give at some point.
Yeah, these are the types of fights that we love. These guys are leaking everywhere. They're both trying to finish this fight. They're very evenly matched, and you can see it in the competition, but you can also see it in the damage that they're both showing.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Nice jab by Rozenstruik. Well, wisely, he continues to strike right on that cut, and the blood, I think, is becoming a real factor now.
Yeah, the blood is becoming a factor, because now you start to worry about the blood going into the mouth, the blood going into the eyes. You just got to worry about the entirety of the face being covered from the cut. It's going to be hard for him to get through this.
Rozenstruik's cut right on the bridge of his nose does not look good, folks. We'll continue to keep an eye on it, and you got to think the ringside physician will too. The referee might call him in here in short order. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw and exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold. Gets on the feet. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy had his opponent hurt very badly again.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again?
He's hurt bad. Nice leg kick.
Pavlovich goes in for the takedown now, and he gets it. Nice fight IQ there after he had gotten stunned on the feet. Wow, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say, a fight, oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. All right, getting late in the fight right now, DC. Dream fight for the fans, maybe not so much for the judges. It's been back and forth.
It's been so close. I would not want to be sitting at the judges' table right now. I don't know who's winning this fight.
And he's back up again, so the takedowns have been there. That punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Mixed martial arts, folks. This is absolutely... All right, so the referee steps between the two fighters. They are going to call on the doctor to look at that nose, and I'm fearful this is going to be the end of the fight.
Yeah, it's bad. There's a lot of blood. You can see him almost mouth wide open, gasping for air.
All right, so the doctor talking to the referee, and it looks as though the fight's going to continue. He's got to go for it now, though. That cut's not going to get any better.
It is not going to get any better. Now he's got to take some chances. He's got to go out on his shield if he's going to go out, because if he gets to the next round, I'm not certain he'll get to go out again.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check, and to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make a determination, and the determination is get your butt out there and fight. Let's see what happens.
And we have a very smart fighter who is going to have to start protecting that injury to prevent it from getting any worse. Less than 2 minutes to go in round 3. Rozenstruik's nose is absolutely mangled at this stage of the fight. I'm no doctor, but I feel pretty convicted in saying that thing is definitely broken, and we might get a ringside physician or a referee to stop this fight here soon. Targeting the body with the kick now. 90 seconds to go to decide this one. It is hard to hear ourselves on the headsets. This place is going crazy after one of the best fights of the year. Both men put it all right, so the ref is going to step in here and call on the doctor to look at what is a now mangled nose. This could be the end of the fight.
It could be the end of the fight. There's a lot of blood. The blood's going down into the mouth. I mean, the nose could be broken.
Crowd wants the fight to continue, and it looks as though it will, but maybe stylistically might have to change some things and get aggressive, because that cut's not getting any better.
That cut is only going to get worse. Every time you get hit in it, it just gets worse and worse. He's going to have to take some chances, try to end this fight right now.
All right, well, this fighter was bullish in his desire to continue, and the doctor is going to afford him that opportunity as the referee gets... Oh, he gets back. All right, so at this point, maybe the ringside physician will indeed call the fight. Referee, bring him in and look at that damage.
Got to save the athlete from themselves. Too much damage. Stop the fight, ref.
Yeah, and he wants to continue, but he will not be afforded that opportunity. So that is it. Fans don't like it, but the doctor has to protect the fighters. Let's get to Bruce Buffer. He has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Jairzinho Biggie Boy Rozenstruik.
Right, just an extraordinary performance from this kickboxer tonight, stuck to the game plan, and as you are fond of saying, there are levels to this game, and even though he had well-rounded opposition here tonight in a kickboxing setting, he's going to beat most of the guys in this division.
He's going to beat most, and if you're forced to stand with